My name's Dionisio Ramirez. I come from Indio, California. I'm fighting EJ Chavez October 25th for the lightweight title. That whole, the way that happened was probably like a week prior. I reached out to Brett asking if I could get on a show possibly. At the time, I was hurting for some money, or I needed some money. I have my family and everything, but anyway, so I asked him, and he said that there was a possible way that he could make that happen. So actually the day of, I was cutting the weight that I needed to for the agreed weight that we had. And, probably like the day before, the day of, when we were supposed to drive out to LA, our guy pulled out. So, we kept asking, is there still a chance that it could happen? And, Brett said, I'll give it a shot, but, we'll see what happens. And, he was real caring. He helped us out also. He offered us, a night in the hotel, and, just to be there because, the whole inconvenience of me losing the weight. So we went out there, and, it was still up in the air. I weighed myself. We still trying to find or I didn't even weigh myself, I'm sorry. Was there, everyone weighed in. There was still no opponent. They was still up in the air. So then they were saying that they're going to try to get somebody that would weigh in the next day. My whole thing was it was hard for me because, I already cut my weight. And for people that know what the weight cut, it's hard on your body to, cut the weight and then to rehydrate or even stay dehydrated or whatever as much as you lost for like a period of time. And so it was like actually like 11 at night. They named 3 people before that. There was a couple of them that I agreed to, but comes to find out they couldn't do it. And so then he brought up Toby Grear. I've known Toby Grear for a while. I was gonna, I don't know him personally, but they were trying to get me to fight him probably a few years back. And it didn't happen at that time, but as people know, he has history with Cub Swanson, which is my which is my coach from True MMA. And so with that being said, I told him about it, because I talked to Cub about whoever I'm going to fight and what he thinks, and how would it play to my advantage. And he just told me, he's like, please knock that guy out. And so it was a cool opportunity. The pressure was there, and then so here comes the whole weight thing. So we agreed to fight at 163. That morning of the weigh-ins, I weighed in at 166, or that morning, just because I had cut to make 160s. So it was so probably 45 minutes, 30 minutes I was in the sauna, which was probably like 2 hours, maybe 2-3 hours before actually fight time. So I cut 3 pounds. This is after, kind of like, I hydrated, but then I didn't. So, and then even then, they're having a problem with finding some paperwork. And, it was up in the air. We were trying to get this stuff faxed in, and thank God we finally did. And, and it happened. I had my daughter with me the whole time. When I mean the whole time, like I was holding my daughter, my wife. It was just me and my wife there. My wife was trying to, get this stuff off of the internet, to get it printed. And so there was no one to watch my daughter. So, I had my daughter with me the whole time. And I just focused on my daughter. Some people say, that, they don't want to, shouldn't have other things to think about. But I believe, I draw a lot of strength from my daughter and my family. And it was that thing where, once it was fight time, it was just that switch of, it's very easy to, the hardest part is that, like you said, the anticipation, the whole going into it. But once it's fight time, everything just clears up. Like it's just more of a, like, yeah, like, you're nervous, but yeah, you're like, it's a surreal feeling, and it just, I was just ready to go once that happened, or once they told me that it was good to go. That switch came on, and I was just ready for whatever was going to come. I felt honored to be offered that title shot. To me, in my mind, me knocking out Toby Grear wasn't impressive. I know I could do a lot better, and God willing, I could display that soon, October 25th. But with EJ Chavez for that whole that opportunity, I fought him before, and you know, I know when I faced him back then, I wasn't where I'm at right now. You know, there was a lot of negative things that I was doing to leading up to that fight, and I just believe, you know, I beat myself at that fight. And you know, I know, you know, all the respect to EJ, and you know, I know you're a warrior, and I know he's a good dude. You know, I even have him as a Facebook friend, believe it or not. And like I said, he's a real cool guy. I respect him, and I know he's tough. But I just feel that you know, it's going to be a great test for me. You know, he's very durable. He's very tough. He's very he's intelligent. You know, so it's gonna be a good test for me, October 25th, and you know, I'm just excited to display all the things that I've been working on. You know, my coaches they're amazing. You know, so I feel more ready than I ever have been. I feel like my cardio is up there. You know, I haven't really been tested like he has. I've seen his fights, and I've seen how he fights. He's a grinding type of person. You know, he smothers people. He just wears them down. And he fights at, from what I remember, it was like at a single pace. Like, he doesn't really, you know, get tired, as you said. I respect the camps that he comes out of. You know, I respect everybody, but you know, I respect the guy and you know, the people that he's coming from, and I know he's training hard and you know, training with some pretty sick black belts, or from an instructor that's, you know, really good. But I just feel, you know, he could say that. I don't think, you know, I don't think cardio will be an issue, but then, hey, who knows? You know, like I said, he's gonna be, it's gonna be a test, man, because, like I said, he's a real, he's a grinder, man. That dude he just grinds people out. So I'm excited to see with where I'm at physically, you know, and it's just as much as training as I have been doing, and for the period of time that I have been doing, and. You know, I just feel like it won't be an issue, but time will tell. I feel like, you know, representing the Coachella Valley, you know, that it would be a thing in our favor. You know, this valley is, you know, there's a couple people that have made it, or actually one in particular, which is Cub Swanson, that made it to the UFC. But other than that, this valley is, and you got Steve Swanson, but, you know, he's kind of like almost there, but not there. So it's that thing where, like, MMA down here, it's still like, you know, there's not too many people representing us as much as we can as far as the fighters here. We have a lot of talent, and you know, BAMMA USA is a perfect place to display such a, you know, such talent here. I feel like I'm an elite fighter, and you know, I believe EJ's an elite fighter also. You know, I'm just excited to, you know, to give him a run for his money, because you know, I'm coming out for blood, man, and you know, and much respect to him. Like, again, you know, I have much respect for him. So yeah, so I'm just Beavers clothing line. You know, I think it's great that they would step up and do that for fighters, because I know how it is for a fighter, and it's hard. It's a hard living, or it's a hard life, and you know, for them to do that, that's so cool. It's, you know, it's awesome. Is it being more of a, you know, to feeling like, you know, I would want it that much more, or, you know, honestly, I don't really think about it, you know, because every time I do fight, I do want to finish the guy, and, you know, so it's not, you know, to me, it's awesome, you know, of course, who wouldn't want that, you know, that bonus, but for me, it's just, you know, just I already have my mind and my heart set. You know, first and foremost, I want to thank, you know, my boxing coach, Joel Diaz. The guy is tremendous. He's one of the best in the world, if not the best. I want to thank True MMA. They do all my, you know, so like a lot of the MMA stuff. You know, you got Mike, you got Cub Swanson, and, you know, I got Carlos Miller at a Technique Training Center. This is where I do all the tech fit, or you know, my strength and conditioning, and also my wife. My wife, she does, you know, when we first met, she was my nutritionist, and she's a darn good nutritionist, and you know, she, as they say, she keeps the reins on me. She keeps me, you know, she keeps me centered, and you know, I have, and also my my family, my mom, you know, my father, may he rest in peace. You know, and then my daughter, you know, like I said, I draw a lot of strength from that, and I just want to thank them, and yeah. So hopefully I get some more sponsors. But those people right there are the people that are in my circle, and I feel that that they put a lot into me, and I just can't wait to to show that and to give back.